And now, Jonathan Rudin, the legal beagle, and a special report on one of life's certainties, death.
Sharon, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure, Jonathan.
Do you have a will?
Well, no, I don't. Aren't they kind of expensive?
Well, you'd be surprised. You know, since most lawyers do wills as a regular part of their business, they're often not very expensive at all.
Oh, well, I don't have a lawyer.
Well, you don't need a lawyer to have a will. A lot of stationery stores have booklets and forms on how to do your own will, and then in some provinces you're allowed to handwrite your own will.
Well, that sounds easy. Now, I'm young and healthy, and I don't really have much stuff.
I know, and Sharon, we're really glad about that. But don't forget what happened to George Worthmuch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for looking after the house, Jonathan. We'll see you on Monday.
Are you sure you're taking enough stuff for the weekend?
Well, you never know what the weather's going to be like out west. Oh.
Well, what's the matter, George?
Well, I just remembered, Jonathan, that I met a fortune teller once. And she told me that I was going to come to an untimely end, away from home, and in a body of water.
Oh, well, it's okay then. You're going to Regina.
Yeah, I know, but there's a pool at the hotel. And anyway, I just remembered that I haven't made out a will, and if I die, everything's going to go to the government.
No, it isn't.
It isn't?
No, you see, if someone dies without a will, the law says how their estate will be divided if they die without a will. Basically, everything will go to your family.
Really?
Yes, but it is easier on everyone if you have a will. I mean, among other things, a will allows you to leave specific bequests to charity or to special friends.
Well, I must admit, you know, I never really did want to leave everything to the family, and there is this charity I know about, and they're doing some very valuable work.
That's why you need a will.
Well, in which case, you know, I might just pop down to the lawyers. I've got a couple of hours before the flight and make out a will. Jonathan, how can I thank you?
Well, you know, you're going to be going to your lawyers, and the lawyer's going to say, do you have any special friends you'd like to leave a bequest to?
Jonathan, you are a kidder. Look, I'll be back in a couple of hours from the lawyer. I'll pick up my stuff before I go. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I wasn't kidding.
Oh, poor George. Oh, Jonathan, who would have thought in a hotel swimming pool in Regina?
You wouldn't happen to know who his fortune teller was, would you?
No, sorry. He did call me when he was drawing up his will, though, and he asked if I'd be his executor. Of course, I agreed.
That was really nice of you.
Well, of course I do it. It's an honor, a privilege. I mean, to be George's executor. What's an executor?
Oh, well, the executor of a will is responsible for seeing that all the provisions of the will are carried out, all the debts are paid, and all the beneficiaries get their proper share.
Well, that sounds awfully hard. I don't have any experience.
Well, that's no trouble. You see, the executor works very closely with the lawyer, and the lawyer will tell you what to do and when to do it.
Well, for George, I think I can handle it.
Well, I know you'll do a great job. Choosing the right executor is very important, and I'm sure George made the right choice with you. Now, I know it doesn't matter to you, but you might be interested to know that the executor is usually entitled to a small fee from the estate for the work they do.
A fee? $10,000?
Well, no, I mean, it depends.
$5,000. $2,500. $1,750. $825.
As the late Mr. Muchworth's solicitor, I thank you for coming today. Through the magic of video, Mr. Muchworth will read the will he made for you. I have the written signed copy here. Thank you.
I will now read my will. I, George Muchworth, being of sound mind, leave all my property to my pet budgie, Diesel. After Diesel passes on to birdie heaven, I wish the remainder of my estate to go to setting up the International Budgie Appreciation Society. I never liked any of you half as much as I like Diesel, so why should I leave you any of my money?
This is an outrage. As Mr. Muchworth's only child, I should have been left all his money.
But I thought I was his only child.
The swine, I'll contest the will.
Me too. That budgie had him under his wing.
Jonathan, can a person cut their adult children out of their will?
Yes, they can, Sharon. Only minor children and spouses have a clear case if they've been cut out of the will. Otherwise, a person can do what they want with their money.
Well, how do you contest a will?
Well, in this case, if they can show that George wasn't playing with a full deck when he made the will, then the court could impose the conditions on an earlier will he made, or if he didn't have a will, they'll distribute the assets according to provincial law.
This is going to turn ugly.
These things usually do.